Hi, it's Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media. I'm here in Dubai with Laurance Langdon, who's the General Manager of Modern Freight Company, MFC. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, I want everyone to know we have a star in the studio. I understand that you appeared in a current blockbuster. Tell us what happened.
Well, yes, I have recently, as a lot of my friends and peers here have approached me to clarify if I was in the latest installment of Now You See Me 3. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. So yeah, it was filmed here in Abu Dhabi, and through my daughter's dramatic endeavors, I found myself on set and
That's so great.
in a featured role with some of the key cast. So yeah.
Wow, that's exciting. What was your favorite moment on set?
Probably the surreal moment where I'm standing there with the director and the three main cast members, and we're all talking about how the scene is going to work out, and just thinking, I work in logistics. This is not where I thought I would be.
I love that. Well, we're excited to have a celebrity in our midst.
Very good.
But I understand that you've got a big anniversary coming up next year.
That's right. So Modern Freight Company is a UAE-based company, and we're 50 years old in 2027. So quite a milestone for us.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Tell me, what sets MFC apart from its competition?
Well, I think one of the things that a lot of our customers keep coming back to is that because we're only here in the UAE, we're a very neutral partner. So people can trust us when they come to us and work with us. And because of our long history and our long years of expertise, we know how the UAE works. We know how it functions. We have very good relationships with the ports, with the customs. So we have customers who've been with us for 25 plus years because we just know how it works here. And I think that's what anybody needs where they work anywhere in the world, is someone they can just rely on to make things happen.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, when we look ahead, there are so many people that are concerned about what will technology bring, what kind of changes will that bring to the industry. But I don't think anything can ever replace the kind of trust that you're speaking about.
I would agree. Logistics business is all about people. I'm not the first to say that. I'm sure this is a line that everybody says, but it is absolutely true. People still want to talk to people and get answers, get solutions. Right? Nobody wants to phone up and be like sometimes when you're calling the bank, you've got to speak to several different people to find out what's going on. Nobody wants that. People want...
And usually they're not people you're speaking to either.
Yeah, indeed.
So when you look ahead, say another 50 years, what will the logistics industry look like? What changes do you foresee?
It's the crystal ball question.
Yeah, definitely.
But when we look at, if we take UAE as a good example, where the leadership here has always been visionary leadership because they can plan 30 years ahead, not worrying that in 4 years there's a new election or anything like that. That has enabled them to invest in the future. And a lot of the efforts that you see here that the leadership in UAE is doing in sustainability, in AI as well, the investments, these are things that are going to stand the test of time. We have here one of the largest solar parks in the world. With the sun, it's a no-brainer. So they still have a lot of land. Business is booming here in the UAE. I think you see here at Breakbulk this year, it's the busiest it's been in the Middle East for many, many years, or perhaps ever.
Yeah. Definitely.
So the energy here is great. And I think that's indicative of where the UAE is going in its direction. They're building the more port space, more warehousing. So there's a lot of people are moving here. And I think as we see a lot of the geopolitical troubles going on around the world, people see this as a safe place to be as well.
Yes, they absolutely do. You are right.
And I think the UAE, when we talk about the long-term future, then they're not afraid to invest in it here. We've seen green hydrogen being on the agenda for a long time, but it seems to be dropping off a little bit. There's some doubt as whether it's worth investing in. But there'll always be new things. And I think you'll find the UAE will always be at the front of that somewhere and trying to implement it into how they do business. So it's always exciting when you're around that.
Absolutely. Well, we are excited to celebrate your 50-year anniversary together next year. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. And I welcome everybody back for 2027, where we will be back bigger and better.
Love that.
All right.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.